Okay, we're doing a little bit of a kitchen and dining room floor with the Dupray Neat. And we're using the floor pad that comes with it. They have 3 of those come in the box.
Well, they said they got some sticky stuff down. They don't seem to get it up with a mop. And so it's probably like Pepsi, Coke, stuff like that, soda, that kind of thing. And this will take it right up on just real quick. If you got something sticky on the floor, this will get rid of it.
And we've already done over here where I'm standing at. It's kind of dark and dingy over here, so we want to get it out of the way. So.
Yeah, it's not good to have on camera.
And this is actually a sheet vinyl floor made to look like tile, just so you know. So.
No, there's no real grout here.
No.
But it's an expensive floor. They said it was real high price, and I'm sure it is. It's nice, but it's not a true grouted floor. But they got some sticky down. They can't get up with a mop, so they called us in.
All right, this is 275 degrees at 50 psi. It runs about 50 minutes on a fill.
There's your steam. It's in there.
It'll run about 50 minutes, so close to an hour on a fill. It takes about 10 minutes to get heated up once you fill it up. And if you ran out of steam, right now, if you ran out of water and had to refill it, what you'd have to do is you'd have to let it cool for about 10 or 15 minutes, slowly take the cap off, refill it, and let it heat back up again. So we have 2 of these machines. So we got that set up so if we were on a really big job, we could just keep running one while the other one's heating up.
Oh, the floors dry quicker. When I came back, I almost didn't know where I left off at because I couldn't see no wet floor to start up at. So
yeah.
It dries real quick.
Now, if you go too slow, you'll end up leaving the floors pretty damp, and then you might want to have a microfiber mold or something to clean up.
It really does a real clean job.
Now, check the video description. I'll put a link in there for the Dupray website. And we're affiliates for Dupray, so you can buy direct from our link, and it's the same price as you'd pay basically anywhere. And it's a link that'll take you to all of the Dupray products. The Neat is the entry-level machine, and it's a very good machine and far and away the most affordable.
When he says entry-level, he doesn't mean it don't compete. He just means it's entry-level pricing.
No, this is where they start for Dupray.
It's a dirt cheap machine for what it does. I mean, it's awesome.
But we've been using, one of ours is from 2018, and we've done a lot of carpets and floors and upholstery jobs. And
this one's about a year old.
Yeah, this one here's from last summer. We bought this second one last summer, and they're pretty simple. There's no pump or anything in there. It's just a boiler, and as long as the boiler will heat up and come on, you're not going to have any problems with them. So they're reliable. If it ever gets to where you can't get the steam to spray out, then you probably have a clogged inlet. And
there's a way of fixing that at home.
Yeah, and I put a video up explaining how you fix that. And page 13 of your owner's manual will tell you how to do a vinegar and water treatment to get the clogs out if it ever clogs up on you. We use regular water.
I'm going through this area.
Not distilled water. And if you use distilled water, you still have to do the vinegar and water treatment, just not as often.
Just a second. I'm going to get under the table. I just haven't yet. Well, this thing, it's very maneuverable, of course. I mean, how can you not maneuver all that?
Yeah, it has a little bit of a swivel on the head, so
yeah.
So you can turn it and get in places. Now, this same tool is what we use to clean mattresses.
Couches,
and yeah, sofa cushions,
carpets.
Yeah, carpets, floors, everything with the same nozzle. And if you're doing like countertops, any flat surface, that tool there works really well. But they give you several tools in the box that come with the machine, so you have the ability to clean a lot of different surfaces. And there's a squeegee if you like to clean windows or mirrors. One thing I'll tell you, this is summertime now, but in the wintertime, don't clean glass windows and stuff with the squeegee because
it'll crack them.
Yeah, you can crack your glass because the glass is cold. So keep that in mind. There's a certain times you want to be careful using 275 degrees.
You can clean windows with this thing. It'll clean all the bird poop and sticky and all the sap. It'll get right off.
Yeah, tree sap's a bad thing. It gets on your glass.
It'll get off the window in a split second.
Yep.
And then you can, after you clean them where you don't have to worry about getting all the sap off, then you can run a squeegee over if you choose. Okay. One more head under the table.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
It's hard for him to video that.
Let me stand over here.
You get the idea. It won't be another 10 seconds, and I'll be done under the table. A lot of times on hard floors where the table's at, where you're going to find a lot of spills from Cokes and, well, you know, people drink their glasses, tip over at the table, and that kind of thing. You might want to go over there, because I'm going to film from that way out.
All right. Let's just back up a ways so I can see under the table good.
If you want to
go
see,
ahead.
I want to be right here.
I'll move around. Just go ahead right now. I can. Yeah. This isn't a huge room, so it's kind of hard to. It's easy to do. It's hard to video sometimes because it can move pretty fast with that thing.
Yeah, it don't take but minutes to do a really good sized room.
Yeah, 275 degrees does a pretty good job on floors.
Well, it cleans them, it gets germs up, it gets rid of sticky stuff. I mean, it's just, it does a whole ton of stuff for you.
And like I said, if you keep the tool moving, you don't actually worry too much about getting your floors damp. If you go slow, if your floors are real dirty and you have to go real slow, you may have to get a microfiber mop or a wet dry vac with a squeegee on it to suck up the water, because it will create condensation.
But as y'all can see in here, what I'm doing, oh, you might want to stand right here, Joe.
Hold on, I can't get there yet.
You can now. I'm getting you room.
We're going to do this haul too, but we're not going to video it.
It's so dark, so this is where the video is. It's too dark to do the haul. It's not going to make good video for nobody to watch.
Yep. You spend more time moving your cord around than you do anything else.
Yeah, well, it cleans so quick. The cord movement is your hardest part.
You see the light on the front's amber.
Oh, we'll just see how long it takes to turn green.
We pretty much clean continuously. We don't always wait for the light to be green to clean.
No,
there it goes.
It'll turn green in a few seconds.
And green just means that the boiler's on. No, actually, green means that the boiler's done. And as soon as you start using it, it's gonna turn amber again because it's heating up. I think I said that wrong in another video. The green means you're heated up.
It's still heated up in amber. I mean, it's heating.
Yeah. Well, you can see it's still holding. It's staying green. So when you're using a tool like a floor tool or something that's closed in, your steam's not able to escape as fast. So it stays warm longer. If you're using a tool like the jet nozzle or something like that, you're going to get your temperature to drop a little bit faster. So it depends on what you're doing.
Now, there wasn't some big old dirty mess to take off the floor to impress you guys, but we've done, with no chemicals, we've done floors that are white that have black all over them. 20-year-old floors have never been cleaned. Clean them right up.
Yeah, that heat will cut through a lot of...
It cuts through everything. If you have to, you can buy it's a 3M pad. They're green. You see them at the grocery stores.
Yeah, like a flat scouring pad, and you can just set that on top of it, and it kind of scrubs a little bit.
On there, put the pad underneath it, and then you get some scrubbing while you go with the heat and scrub it. It'll clean. I mean, we clean the.
You never have to actually scrub with the steamer wand itself. Don't push down hard. Just let it glide. Yeah. And if you have a pad that's got a little bit of abrasion to it, that will do the scrubbing for you.
Never push down. It's not.
Yeah, always be gentle with that. You don't need to. You never need to use force.
No. The heat does everything for you.
All right, make sure you check the video description for all the details. And there's playlists and everything in there for other Dupray videos we've made. And we have a steam cleaning group on Facebook for people if you want to.
You want to put a link in the video form?
Yeah, it's in the description for everything.
Okay.
But I hope you guys enjoyed that.
That's it.
I'm
gonna keep cleaning that direction.
Okay.
It's not gonna be on video.
Glad you guys like to. Oh, I'm gonna show you real quick. We have two of these, and what we figured out is they send you this, it comes in this box, and this little bottom, it's like a hard cardboard pallet they make. It's a good place to actually store it. If you stick it in there, this little notch in the front is where the hose comes out of the unit. And if you always put it back in this box and on top of this little pallet, you always end up putting it back in a safe place where you don't ever kink the hose or anything like that. And so we have a big plastic tub. We carry one of them in, but we use the pallet in the bottom, and then we keep the other one in the box. And I'm sure the box eventually will fall apart on us, but for now, it's working good, and we just carry it that way because it fits in the back of our car, no problem. And it's a good, safe way to store it, so you can stack it on a shelf when you're not using it or whatever. So
just keep in mind, we're the guys that operate a whole carpet floor business out of a smart car, and we have been for 3 years, and it works. So
yeah.
But you want to be smart about your space.
Yeah, and then we just carry all the accessories that come with it, an extension cord, in a bag. It's no big deal. It doesn't take a lot to carry everything you need. Well, he's going down the hall, and we're about done with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And until next time, thanks for watching.